Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Arjun Chaudhary. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Wednesday, the 3rd of February. Pakistan's national carrier service is suspended amid employees' protest. Pakistan arrests main facilitator of Bacha Khan University attack. And India urges to name and shame nations supporting terrorism. And now for all the details. Pakistan intelligence agencies have claimed that they have arrested the main facilitator of the attack on Bacha Khan University in the country's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province last month. Pakistani schools in the province had shut down indefinitely for fear of further attacks. Some children have started coming back to school under armed supervision.
Wahid Ali, alias Arshad, was arrested by Pakistani intelligence and security agencies while he was attempting to flee to Afghanistan, sources said. In his initial statement, the facilitator reportedly confessed to have planned the attack on Bacha Khan University for 6 months in Afghanistan's eastern Achin district before its execution on January 20th. According to sources, he planned the attack at the base of Tehreek-e-Taliban faction's commander Khalifa Omar Mansoor. 21 people, mostly students, were killed and scores injured when 4 militants belonging to the faction entered the university in Charsada town of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in Pakistan last month. Ali reportedly revealed that he had also earlier planned to attack Abdul Wali Khan University in the same province. But the target was changed to Bacha Khan University as former institute had better security arrangements.
All domestic and international flights of Pakistan International Airlines were cancelled on Wednesday as its employees' protest against the privatization of the national carrier enters a second day. On Tuesday, 2 people were killed during the clash between employees and security personnel.
The flight operations of the Pakistan's national carrier were suspended indefinitely across the country on Wednesday, with more than 100 flights being cancelled in the last 24 hours. The PIA employees have been sporadically protesting against government's decision to privatize the airline. The standoff between the government and the employees turned deadly on Tuesday after 2 protesters were killed when law enforcement personnel allegedly opened fire at employees while they were protesting near the Jinnah International Airport in Karachi. The death of 2 employees sparked anger among the employees, leading to nationwide protest and the resignation of chairman of the airline, Nazir Jafar. The employees continue to protest even after the Pakistani government enforced a law preventing protesting members of the carrier from participating in any union activity. As the demonstration turned bloody, Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif warned that protesting employees of PIA will be fired from service and can be sent to jail for a year.
PIA में सफ़र जो करती है तो उसको इतनी तकालीफ पेश आती हैं, जहाज़ों की आप हालत देखें, सर्विस की आप हालत देखें, तो क्या इससे सरफ नज़र कर लिया जाए? ये नहीं होगा, बिल्कुल नहीं होगा। जो हड़ताल पे गए हैं वो उनके ख़िलाफ़ एक्शन होगा, कार्रवाई होगी, उनको नौकरी से बर्खास्त किया जाएगा। वो 1 साल जेल में भी जा सकते हैं। ये सर्विस जो एसेंशियल सर्विस एक्ट जो, और इसमें तो मैं समझता हूँ कि कोई रियायत करना पाकिस्तान के साथ ज़्यादती होगी।
Sharif also alleged that some political parties are backing National Airlines strike. The Pakistan International Airline employees are demanding the immediate withdrawal of a bill converting the national flag carrier into a public limited company. They have urged the government to provide them a chance to reform the airline before taking the step.
India on Wednesday said that countries which support terrorism must be named and shamed, asserting the need for united efforts to combat terrorism.
Indian Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar stated that the countries which support terror groups working against other nations should be exposed. Jaishankar stated this during the counter-terrorism conference organized in India's western city of Jaipur.
Naming and shaming must be carried out relentlessly in the case of perpetrators, supporters and connivers of terrorism. Tolerance for double standards on this issue must be equally frankly exposed. After all, this works in other areas, whether we speak of financial defaulters, nuclear proliferators, illegal traders, or just regular violators of law.
Jaishankar also called for fostering greater international cooperation to fight terrorism. The two-day counter-terrorism conference that was inaugurated by Indian President Pranab Mukherjee on Tuesday was also attended by Chief Executive Officer of Afghanistan Abdullah Abdullah, Foreign Minister of Iran Ibrahim Rahimpour and Foreign Minister of Bangladesh Shahryar Alam. Abdullah called upon the countries across the world to draft and implement a joint counter-terrorism plan.
I propose that each region assess the set of threats terrorism poses to their security and development, and then agree to draft and implement a joint counter-terrorism plan.
India recently witnessed a terror attack on one of its Air Force base in northern Pathankot, allegedly carried out by Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed outfit. Afghanistan has also witnessed attacks in recent times, which it alleges are mostly plotted on Pakistan's soil.
Opposition is growing among people of Gilgit-Baltistan against Pakistan's decision to grant provisional status to the region. Kashmiri leaders are warning of dire consequences if the status of Gilgit-Baltistan is changed. A report.
People in Gilgit-Baltistan are protesting against Pakistan government's move to make the region a federal province. Residents are taking to streets to register their anger and calling upon Pakistan to respect the right to self-determination by the people of the remote region. Kashmiri leaders have expressed concerns over the alleged move to convert Gilgit-Baltistan into Pakistan's fifth province.
गिलगित बल्तिस्तान का इलाका जो है वो फिल वक्त मतनाज़ा है, हम उसे मतनाज़ा नहीं समझते हैं। वो पार्ट एंड पार्सल कश्मीर है, कश्मीर का हिस्सा है और वो सदियों तक ऐसा रहा है। वो हमारा ऐसा है और ये समझते हैं कि उसके लिए वो गारंटी मांगते हैं। हम हमेशा से ये कहते आ रहे हैं कि अक्ल से काम लेके ये देखें कि कश्मीरियों ने बहुत कुर्बानियाँ दी हैं, उनकी कुर्बानियों को रगान न किया जाए।
Gilgit-Baltistan, which was earlier known as the northern areas, was originally a part of India's princely state of Jammu and Kashmir until its occupation by Pakistan in 1947. Even after the UN recognizing it as a disputed region and a resolution mandating the maintenance of status quo, Islamabad carved it out of Pakistan Kashmir as a separate administrative unit in 1970. Despite having an elected assembly, powers on key issues like taxation are still held by Gilgit-Baltistan Council in Islamabad, headed by the Pakistan Prime Minister.
Moving on to news from Myanmar. Democracy champion Aung San Suu Kyi's party, the National League for Democracy or the NLD, is likely to suspend provision that bars her from presidency. Myanmar's new parliament is dominated by the NLD, which swept the general elections last year.
Speculations are rife that the NLD may table an emergency bill in Parliament next week to suspend provisions in Myanmar constitution that bars the Nobel Peace Prize laureate from becoming the country's new president. The 2008 military drafted constitution blocks Suu Kyi from becoming president because her late husband was British and her sons are not Myanmar citizens. Suu Kyi had said she would defy the article and stay above precedent. But her political rivals feel such a move would set a bad precedence for the country's burgeoning democracy.
So now the NLD suspend one article. What happened after the 2020? Another party come in, they suspend another 10 article or 12 article. So what will happen to our country?
After reeling under years of military rule, many are pinning hope on the new government for socio-economic reforms for country's development.
ဒါပညာရေးကျန်းမာရေးခုနလက်မှတ်ဆက်သွယ်ရေးလျှက်စစ်မီကျန်တဲ့ကဏ္ဍတွေအကုန်လုံးပါပဲဟုတ်လားဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီကဏ္ဍတွေလုပ်ဖို့ကဏ္ဍကျွန်တော်တနေ့လေးပဲလုပ်တာမဟုတ်ဘူးခင်ဗျာတနိုင်ငံလုံးလုပ်ရဲဆိုတော့ဒီကဏ္ဍကဟိုပြောမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တော့ဟိုအစိုးရတရားအနေနဲ့အကောင်းဆုံးတော့ဖြည့်ရှင်းသွားလိမ့်မယ်လို့ထင်တယ်အဲ့ဒီပုံမှာလည်းဟိုသူများတွေရရင်ကိုယ့်ဘက်ကလည်းရမယ်ပေါ့
Myanmar is currently going through power transition. The process of government formation will go on until the NLD government officially starts its term in April. In between, the parliament has the task to choose new president who will replace outgoing leader Thein Sein in March.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Pakistan's national carrier service is suspended amid employees' protest. Pakistan arrests main facilitator of Bacha Khan University attack. And India urges to name and shame nations supporting terrorism. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. They can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.